welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people did just even a couple of weeks ago. When you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up. Because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. And I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. That one is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seahawks.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the first down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
Here's Walker, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. Start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early wins.
Borregales for the extra point. drops it through. And the Pats are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling. Bring 'em out, hey, all the hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, all the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They are obviously still smarting from that pick six a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Seattle.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
It'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Darnold. Rolling. Good blocking, and he's in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seattle. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's May. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and
4. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. 3rd and short. And here is May. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
On 4th down, Bryce Behringer out to punt for New England. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And they're able to bounce back with that touchdown on the last drive, making up for the brutal start with a pick 6 on their first possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
The best guys I've been around, like, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Shaheed in motion. Now Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold to throw. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll try to sneak it here, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Now Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba has it on that outbound.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From 29, here's 2nd down and 4. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. To throw is Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
He may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
In motion is Barner. From the gun on third down, it's done. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now the point after try from Myers. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Patriots 7.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Well, Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Darnold. Off he goes.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. In motion is Barner. Darnold now to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage. but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, he just puts a little too much in front.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 8. He'll drop to throw. That one swung out wide to Walker, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. He'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick six in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
And no return fourth down. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive.
Life slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up like overseas.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Operating for the shotgun, it's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, New England.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll run. It's Henderson. Neomatic only about 3. So it will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 4.
To throw now, May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Throwing on first and 10 is May. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver, leads to a real nice run after catch, and brings up first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, Henderson. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
It is 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henderson. Open space inside the 10. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Henderson trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, Henderson. What a move. He's in. Way beyond Henderson. Touchdown, New England.
Make no mistake about it. He may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Patriots will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open, left side is Barner.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack, and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll try to run for it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. Shaheed with the catch.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. This one complete to Bobo. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And the Seahawks.
Offensively landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Once more, it's Henderson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and 2. Here we go. Out of the gun, here's May. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 5. On the ground is Walker, and he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll run the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Robert Spillane spills him there. 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold to throw. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He'll get about 2. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down.
At the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Shaheed in motion. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 2nd down.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
To throw on first down is Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Darnold. Into the hands of his tight end, Garner. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
To throw again is Darnold. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. down of this Super Bowl. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Myers now to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Seahawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. Henderson. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Julian Love brings him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's May. Flush to his right. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the 1st down.
13 yards on the play. And the Patriots, 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's May. Throw across his body is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down. And he gets more than he needs. 4 yards, the pickup on that 4th and 2.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through.
His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
3-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 23, here's second and 8. Throwing now is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
A short game, down to the 7.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll go with him again. Stop at the 6. And that sets up third and goal.
At the 6-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on third.
This one is caught. On 4th and goal, they deliver. Sean Booty, touchdown, Patriots. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Now, still down 1, here is an utterly critical extra point attempt. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up first.